Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Lonely Vine. And Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2012. So, let's see, what did I do for New Year's? You can see I'm wearing some sports memorabilia here. Took my oldest son to some Colorado College hockey fun night excitement. Colorado College won tonight, something they didn't do last night. So that was fun. Everybody else is now tucked in bed, and I am here with a computer talking to it 15 minutes before New Year's. So I put, I've got some glasses, some bottles here I was going to open. I got 2 bottles. I put a questionnaire out for a 10-minute review or response, survey, whatever. So one was, should I try this? The Gruet. This is from New Mexico, of all places. It was the number 43 wine. I think it was 43 on Wine Spectator's top 100 wines of 2011. Very reasonably priced. I just had this a couple weeks ago. Very good sparkling wine. That was one option. The other option to ring in the new year was something I will now attempt to say, the Veuve Cloquet Pomme Sardine. No idea if that's right or not. This is a champagne, obviously. This is, an old house. This was 1772 founding, I think. You probably may remember 2010, I think it was, when they found the champagne bottles off the Baltic Sea, like 180 or 160 some odd bottles. After they did some testing on it, they found that like 25% of them were actually, from this winery. And this is so not one of them. But it's a bigger name, I don't know if that's right or not, but it's a name you may recognize. So which one do I go to? I got a couple votes that were basically like, oh, duh, go champagne. Wait a second, go domestic, and which is how I felt. It's like, oh yeah, but, so there you go. So, based on the votes, we're going with the Gruet. I'm actually going to open it here with everybody watching. So you're probably saying right off the bat, dude, they've got that tab right there, but the tab is not really totally reliable, not 100%. It breaks a lot, so the recommended method is to cut it so you get a good clean tear when you take it off. Get down to the goods, thumb on, doesn't leave till the cork's off. 3, 4, 5, 6. Leave this on as well. This is proper etiquette for opening. And then we're gonna start twisting the bottle. Start feeling that pressure. We don't want it to pop. We definitely don't want it to spray. Just a little, wait for it. Oh, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna break the seal? Nope. All right, so the Gruet, New Mexico, and if I can say one thing, the flute, it's fun to look at. It's cool because it's got the little etching in the bottom of it. You can see it there, so it's going to keep that swirling stream of bubbles going for it. But really, if you're looking to taste the wine, like get into it and taste it, well, one of the things about tasting is what? Smelling it. And how, if you got a honker like this, when you're trying to smell it, that you're not smelling anything but glass, and I mean, there's nostril prints Ew, who wants to drink Nostril Prince? So say no to the flute. There's something you can do for 2012. If you are going to be having a sparkling, go with the white wine glass. Sparkling wine, champagne, it's the bubbles, it's aromatic, it's a great wine to get your nose into. Don't hold it back with the flute. People, please. All right, so cheers, everyone. 12 minutes early by my clock, but I'm shocked I made it this late, to be totally honest with you. So yes, can't see a whole lot of the color there because it's quite a bit of bubbles, but it's that golden color. I am going to swirl it because I want to release those. I want to release those esters. So right away, that breadiness, that yeast from the second fermentation being done in bottle. I get that bread, that yeast smell. There's that green apple is coming through. Some stone fruit is coming through as well. This is such a good. If you can find this, and you probably should be able to, even though when you're watching this, if you're watching on January 1st, the last thing you probably want is sparkling wine. But if you can find it, I highly suggest picking up a bottle to give it a try. This is a very good bottle of wine. All right. Tasty. And I like sparkling wines. I like the brutes, the dry wines. I like that yeasty bread aroma to it. It's got the green apple coming through in the mouth. The dryness is there. It coats the palate. I can still taste it. The acidity there. This is just. Yeah, good stuff. If you can find it, get it. Drink it with someone you love or someone, you like. Whatever. Just enjoy it. But you know what? As I think about 2012, do I want it to be a one bottle taste, wait for the next time kind of year? No, I don't. Let's get them both. Let's just get into both of these. Why not, right? They are, by the way, $3.75. They are half bottles. Thumb on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep it there. Twist the bottle. Wait for that. Doesn't seem to be as much pressure on this one as the last one. And wait for it. Excuse me. Yeah, I knew I was going to do it. I've got another glass here. Okay, so this is the Veuve Cloquet Bonsardin. Yeah, we're having both right next to each other. Do a little comparison in a minute. So the color on this one, let's look at them both together. So very similar in color, almost identical really. Better make sure I'm really keeping these things correctly assigned. Let's see what we have in the nose from the champagne. Very different, very, very different noses here. This one has a lot more minerality to it, a lot less of that yeasty bread component. You can already see, you know, this one, you can see the bubble still going when I'm shaking it around. This one, not so much. This one has a lot more minerality in the aroma, and there's almost like a crayon component to it. Like you have that big box of 64, open it up, there's that kind of smell going on here. As I get a little bit more in here, I don't know if you can see it, the champagne is a little bit more golden color than the New Mexico wine. There's definitely some apple, but this is more, the Gruet is more green apple. This one is more, you know, like a red delicious apple. There's a little bit more creaminess in the nose on this one. You know what, I've found this in a Pinot. I don't even want to say it. There's this little bit that smells like, no, never mind. Lots of apple. That's about all I'm really getting out of this one. So far, the nose on this one was banging much more. The color on this one I like a little bit more. Now in the flavors, the yeastiness comes through a little bit more in this one than it does in this. Much higher acidity in this, much more minerality. Not really surprising from an old world to new world wine, right? The finish on this one is so much more than on this one, which is really surprising for me. But it's crisp, this is clean, this is like a laser just cutting through everything, the tongue. It's very focused, very delicious. The acidity still, I can still just feel it working around in my mouth. This one was much, even though I said this one, the French Champagne smelled more creamy, this one is more. Really interesting comparing the two. They're very different. And you know, I like both of them for very different reasons. This one is the Gruet is a lot fresher. Maybe not fresher. It just feels a lot newer. It pops more, the bubbles pop more. So yeah, it just seems more fresh, more vibrant. This one's got more depth to it. I'm running long though. You can't go wrong with either one. But really, I mean, for the value you get with this, the Gruet, if you find it, buy it. That's about all I'm going to say. For this one, I wanted to have a champagne to ring in 2012 because 2012 is going to be a champagne kind of year. Right? Am I right or am I right? So that's about all I wanted to say for tonight. I hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve. I hope everybody had a safe New Year's Eve, and let's go ahead and make 2012 the best year yet. I'm going to do it. I want you to do it with me. So, question for the show: what are you going to do amazing in 2012? Let me know. throw in a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, cheers.